I hope everybody is doing okay and is healthy and safe. I just wanted to share with you all what coincidence is. 6 years ago, my mom and I had such a small tiff that I can't even remember it. We hadn't talked in several days, and I didn't know what to do about it, and I'm sure that she didn't either. So I took it to church, as I like to say. And for those of you who know and love me, know that I loved riding my bike. I lived midtown and I would ride it out to the Sedgwick County Park. My mom and Rosie, who are now in spirit, happened to be at the park. Coincidence? No. I mean, coincidence, sure, but I had to talk to my mom, and my mom had to talk to me, and we were both awkward, and I'll never forget it. It was hilarious. And we finally got to talk. I was getting ready to go out of town for a long time, so I didn't know how I was gonna talk to her again or say goodbye. And she gets out of the car and she said, "Hello, Jennifer." And I said, "Hi, Mom." And Rosie gets out of the car, and Rosie is a 6, maybe 7. About 2 weeks before that, we were driving in my car. Maybe longer than that, maybe a month or so. But recently to that, Rosie was asking me about what a coincidence was. And I could always see her face in her car seat in the back. And her cheeks and her smile. It was the size of my rearview mirror. Her smile was forever when she smiled. And I said, a coincidence is Earth, the universe, spirit, God, the universe and the world, and our ancestors. I was trying to think of how to say it's the universe saying, "You're on the right track, kiddo. You're on the right track. You're on the right path." Things syncing up, ironies, synchronicities, signs, all those words. It's the world saying, "You're on the right track. You're on the right path. You're supposed to be here. I know you don't know what's going on, but let me just show you a little funny hint that you're actually on the right track." And so I explained to Rosie that, and I said, "It's God happening. It's like God happening." So she held on to that. We both did. It's God happening. Okay. And when something was really exciting, or like things checked out, or like, "Oh, cheers. Interesting. Okay." All of those, Rosie and I were like, "God happening, God happening, God happening." And so it just became a thing. So at the park, and Rosie gets out of the car, and she's so beautiful. And her smile's just forever. It's from here to, it keeps going. And my mom is standing there, and we're both kind of figuring out how to love each other again. I mean, so to speak, because she knew I was going out of town and I knew I was too. We both wanted to embrace. And Rosie looked at me, and I'll never forget, she was standing against the car and she had her little hands, and she goes, "Jenny, Jenny." And this is while my mom is kind of looking away, and she looks at me with the biggest eyes and the biggest smile, and she says, Is this God happening? Is this God happening?" And I said, "Yes, Rosie, this is God happening, yes." And I was so excited that she remembered that, and I just said, "Yes, yes." So we both confirmed covertly that it was God happening, and that it was spirit happening. It was the universe saying, "We're on the right path." And I got to see my mom before I went out of town, and she and I embraced, and it was great. And Rosie was just so excited because things checked out. Things made sense. But if something happens where accidentally you're at the store and you run into a nurse who took care of your father, you run into somebody who knew your mom, that's not an accident. Those aren't coincidences. You're on the right track. The signs, the synchronicities, the ironies, the coincidences, you're on the right track. That's what that means. Good is happening. Bad is happening too, but life is happening. I am happening. You are happening. You are happening. Let yourself happen. Don't be afraid of your own power. I know it's big. I know you can do a lot. Let yourself get out of your own way. Let your life happen. In my opinion and in my heart, we are all after the same thing. Those who believe in a higher power, no matter who or what it is, in my opinion and for me, I want to be a better person. Ethicality is God. Ethicality is the higher power. Truth is the higher power. This is anything that makes you feel like you can be a better person. Anything that inspires you to be a better person. That to me, interchangeable word, God, that to me is the higher power, God. So, I mean, no connection here to any kind of religion, but God happening is an extremely important couple of words to me. Thank you very much for being with me today. Now I'm going to do some music. Mwah. The bad can happen, but when things check out, the signs, the synchronicities, God happening, life happening, you happening, good is happening. When truth is happening, good is happening. Bad happens, bad is happening. But when truth happens, good is happening. God is happening.